This is really important because relationships are largely about meeting needs. Now, I know the intimacy part of it for the singles, like it won't be physical for now, but intimacy is not all about, thank you sis. Yeah, it's not all about the physical. What I found out about my wife is that there are things that speak love to her. I'm grown, and we all grown in here. I love the physical part of the relationship. I know I shouldn't be really talking too much about that amongst singles, but I do. And I found out that what she needs from me emotionally and what I need from her physically are interdependent upon one another. So in other words, I cannot expect to get a certain level of loving from her if I don't fill her tank. Oh, come on somebody. Mm-hmm. If I don't keep her love tank on full. When my wife and I first got married, gifts were her love language. So in other words, I would send her or bring home flowers for her, and the response that I would get, hallelujah, thank you. Hallelujah. And then it got to a point, guys, where it was just like, oh, okay, that's nice. And I was like, wait a minute, I'm not getting the, you know what I'm saying? That same response that I used to get before. And I said, all right, switch up the game. And so what I would do, instead of bringing them home, I would call up FTV and send them to their job, send it to her job. There is something about a woman getting flowers amongst all the other women co-workers. There's something about that. I don't know what that is, but she would come in through the door like, hey, honey. I'm like, hey, what's up? And I knew what was up because I seen her posted on Facebook early in the day. So I knew like it was gonna be a good evening. What am I saying? Learn how to meet the needs of your spouse, and when you keep their love tank on full, you in turn will receive. Let me tell you something. There are times where I'm not really in a talkative mood. But my wife can do that for me, and she can't get me to shut up. She getting all the talking she wanted. Well, what you want to talk about today? She said to me, well, you never asked me about my day. I'm like, all right, cool. Ask you about your day. So the next day she comes home, right? And I'm talking about I'm ready, prepared to engage in some conversation. So she comes in and I'm like, babe, what's up? How was your day? It's all right. I said, hold up. I know I just didn't prepare myself to really engage you in some conversation, and you talk about 8 hours of work, and it was just all right. But what I realized is that she wanted me to be ready, willing, and able, should she want to engage in conversation, that I would be ready to do so. I'm telling y'all that needs are interdependent. Let me just share a little bit.